military ID to get on base, and then you have your learner's permit.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take out both so we can put them up here? Because we're going to actually be trying to off base. Just to make sure. You said you know how to get out of here, right?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. And once we get off base and actually get to a neighborhood, I'll start doing some training on what it's like to drive in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Now, I just want to get off the base safely. This is a whole nother world driving over this base. Circle, you're going to be signaling. Go ahead. It's you. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Outside. Steady. And signal your intent to get out. Straight to the right. Good job. Right here. Good job. Roll to the right a little bit more. There you go. Good. Good, good, good. All right, Mom and Dad, good morning. He cannot see you, but I can see the dots that you guys are in. I am taking him off base to drive in Universal City neighborhood. It's easier to teach him there than on base because there's so many different injects on base, okay? But I'll make sure that we return back on base with plenty of time to get to school. My goal is to get him back on base by 7 so that we can finish up driving on base when there's light, and that we're actually through the gate with no problems of long lines at the gate and the train and all that stuff. All right, so you want to get over to the left, signal, mirror, shoulder, and get over. Good job. Signal off. Good, good, good. Now, speed limit's 5 here. Excellent. Good. Now we're just going to go straight. All right, this road that is straight outside of the base, the main gate of the base, the name of this road is Pat Booker. It is technically not a road, it is a highway. It is a highway for Universal City, and they treat it as such. So even though it kind of contradicts everything we talked about when it comes to highways being fast, highways not having, rarely will you ever see a highway with stoplights. This is a different kind of highway when it comes to this jurisdiction, okay?
Okay.
Definitely be mindful of the speed limit when you're out here. It's going to be 30. Doing great. Okay, so on a daycare center here in Universal City by Wingstop, before COVID, it was open for many years, so I'm very familiar with the city officials, how they conduct everything. As you're learning to drive, and when you're with your parents, start getting accustomed to reading the road signs, the names of the road signs, so that you can have good situation awareness on where you are.
Okay.
What road leads to where. We're going to go ahead and get in the right lane. Don't slow down when you're getting over. Signal, mirror, shoulder, get over. Good job. Good, excellent. All right. When it comes to stopping and you're the first person at the stoplight, I'm going to just wait because the light is going to change. Go ahead and go. When it comes to you being the first person at the stoplight, I still want you to stop 1 car length back from the stop line, okay? So here's a rule of thumb. This isn't state rule. This is how we teach our students in order for you guys to be safe on the roads, okay? You're going to stop 1 full car length from the line. Once you have 2 vehicles behind you, you can move up to the line. The reason for this is if someone were to hit you from behind, we don't want you to get pushed into the intersection. Okay? It's going to look funny, and if you're driving with your parents or maybe someone else, they're going to be like, why are you stopping way back here? It's just a safety measure, you know? It won't take long before 2 cars get behind you, and then you move forward. When it comes to you stopping behind another vehicle, with the exception of stop signs, because stop signs, you want to stop right at the line. But when it comes to the traffic lights, and like now, we want to stop 1 car length from the vehicle in front of you. Reason being, in the state of Texas, if someone hits you and you hit the person in front of you, you are responsible for the person you hit for not allowing that space, okay? So we're going to go ahead and come to a stop. We're going to stop 1 full car length from the vehicle in front of us. Good job. And then once you get 2 vehicles behind you, you can move up as far as being able to see their back tires on the ground. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Slide this slightly. We're going to be making a right turn.
Okay.
Good job of signaling at least 100 feet out. And good job on turning into the lane that's closest to you. Good job. All right, I want you to get into the left lane. Signal, mirror, shoulder, get over. Good. All right, I want you to get into the left shared lane. This is a shared lane, meaning we share it with oncoming traffic. There you go.
And then another left?
Yes, sir. I'm going to make a left. Good. All right, we are officially in a neighborhood. Here's the thing with neighborhoods. We are looking for the 3 P's. Do you remember the P's?
Dang.
It's okay. If you don't remember, it's okay to say you don't remember.
Pedestrians.
Pedestrians.
Possessions or
Almost property.
property, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, no, I don't know the last one.
Okay, it's going to be pets, pedestrians, and property.
Pets.
Go ahead and go forward 25. All right, so while we're driving in neighborhoods, we're constantly looking for pets, pedestrians, and property, especially during this time of day where there's barely any light outside, okay? We want to be constantly seeing SEE, which stands for search, evaluate, and execute. Now, when it comes to vehicles on the side that are parked, we want to get accustomed to looking underneath the vehicle as we're driving. Why do we want to look underneath the vehicle as we're driving?
If we see like a pet crawling,
Okay. A pet?
Maybe something crawls underneath.
Okay. Okay, those are all good answers. So yes, in case we see a pet underneath, but most importantly, we want to get used to looking at underneath vehicles that are parked on the side of the road. We're looking for feet on the other side, okay? If we see feet on the other side, what is that an indication of? What is that telling us?
A person's on the other side.
That's right.
They might be walking.
Good job. Person on the other side, and they may be walking across the street, especially children, especially during these hours before school and after school.
Okay, where's the lane? Is this the lane, this little crack?
No, so in neighborhoods, that's a good question. They don't typically have pavement markings, so you just got to know to stay to your right, but not all the way to your right because that's where cars are parked, okay?
Okay.
We're going to make a right at the stop sign. What do you see to the right of us?
Pedestrian.
A pedestrian and a pet. That's right. What does always mean underneath the stop sign?
Always have a stop sign.
That's right. Everyone has a stop sign. So once you stop, go ahead and go. Good job. Good. All right. What do you see up ahead to the right of us?
Biker.
Biker.
Or pedestrian.
What's the speed limit?
20.
Good job. Slow down to 20. Don't go up. Don't go 1 over 20 at all. All right. What do you see further ahead? What is this telling us?
There's a stop sign ahead.
We are in what type of zone?
A school zone.
School zone. So with school zones, you also want to keep an eye out for children, especially, okay? Good job. Good. At the stop sign, we're going to be making a right. What does four-way mean?
It's a four-way intersection.
It's a four-way stop sign, meaning everyone has a stop sign. Good job.
Oh, so go?
Yep. So once you stop, you go. It means everybody takes turns going. If you're there first, you stop, you look around, you go. If you hesitate to go for no reason, meaning no one's speeding through, people are going to skip you, okay? So if you stop, and then other people stop, and then you're like waiting, they're just going to skip you and they're going to go.
Okay.
So just keep in mind as you're approaching the road sign, if it says all way or four-way, that means every single person stops. So once you stop, if you see cars approaching, you don't have to worry about, oh, they're not going to stop because it's a four-way stop sign. It's okay to be cautious. I understand that. Just keep an eye on their speed. If it looks like they're not going to slow down, then by all means wait. But if you see them coming and they're going slow, chances are they're going to slow down and stop. So here goes another all way. Good job. Also, this is the time to definitely ask questions. So any and every question you may have, no question is dumb, okay? It says deer crossing. There are hundreds of deer in Universal City. So definitely slow down and keep an eye out for them.
Okay.
Good. Yellow signs are what?
Warning.
Warning signs. Good job. Black, red, and white signs are what?
Regulatory.
Regulatory. Good job, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Say it with confidence. You know what you're talking about.
This car. Oh, I thought it was turning.
He's going in the same direction of you. So that's what I mean. They'll stop. And then they're going to continue to go. And I think he's on his way to the base. So there's a lot of things that you keep eye for when you're driving. You're doing a good job stopping for your test. Or after it. Good. All right, what's the speed limit?
30.
All right. As you see these signs to the right, I want you to call out what they are.
Pedestrian.
Crossing, yep.
Cross.
Ahead.
Yield for pedestrian.
That's right, yield to pedestrians.
Trucks. Oh, fire station.
Fire station. All right, we're going to get into the left lane, sir.
Okay.
Good job. Way to do it without my steps. Progression. I like that. All right, we're going to make a left at the light.
Okay.
Yep, I hear a train now.
Oh.
Fine, that's why we're heading back now. Yep. One full car length behind this vehicle. There you go. Right there. Good. How many cars you get behind you before you can move forward?
Two.
You see how he stopped before the in front of the stop line and on top of the crosswalk? That's a fail if you do that during the test, okay? It's blocking pedestrians from being able to cross. All right, you see our arrow? It's red, okay? If we have a solid green, that doesn't mean we automatically go, okay? A solid green means we make sure that traffic coming this way, there's no traffic coming this way, then we can go. If we have a green arrow, we can go. That means we have the right of way, okay?
Okay.
And this light changes pretty fast. You can go ahead and move forward. You have two vehicles behind you. And flashing yellow means you can go. Go ahead and go. Proceed with caution, nice and slow. Find that yellow line. Good. Good job. All right, we're going to get into the right lane.
That was the Good one.
Good. Signal off. Good job. So the right lane is typically your driving lane. Your left lane is your passing lane. Now, technically, on roads like this, which we will cover in day 4, suburban roads, it doesn't really matter because if you need to get to McDonald's and it's on the left side, you can get in the left lane, okay? But with you being a new student, I don't want you to get comfortable driving just in the left lane because typically people who are speeding or driving fast or in a hurry drive the left lane. So I want you to just, no matter what you do after you turn left, I want you to get comfortable getting into the right lane unless you have to make another left turn or whatever, okay?
Okay.
I don't want no problems with these folks. And family's telling you good job. Your posture's good. You have good distance from the steering wheel. Okay. All right. Flashing stop sign. Stop light. No. There's a train stopped on the tracks. See? That's what I'm talking about. But it's okay. We have plenty of time.
Wait, what is this?
So flashing stop light means stop. It's a regular stop sign. We stop. Each person goes, and then we go. We take turns. And right now, there's a train that's stopped. So we don't want to block this intersection. So we stay back here. Once it's enough space, we move forward. It's okay. There's a reason for everything. There you go. Now, whenever there's traffic and everyone, what we call bumper to bumper, like we are now, you already have cars behind you, so you can go ahead and continue to move forward. However, still keep space because sometimes people don't pay attention. You got to realize there's new drivers like you on the road. They may be on their phone and talk to their friends and not paying attention. And so, again, if they hit you, we don't want them to cause us to hit the person in front of us.
I do not block this.
Yep. Okay. Right. All right, Mom. So currently there's a stop train on Aviation, Lord. On the train tracks, we are at Aviation Boulevard, which is next to Rapid Fire Pizza and Bill Miller's Barbecue. Keep you posted. He's doing great. Good job, sir. So this is the perfect time to talk about why it's important that you leave on time. Not even just on time, before time. So if you know you have to be at school by what time?
7:58.
7:58. If you have football or something else, you want to give yourself so much time that you get to school with spare time, okay? You don't want to cause yourself to be rushing, and that's everywhere in life, okay? You want to take into consideration, like even with myself, I'm trying to figure out the timing of the traffic in the morning to get to you, as far as, because I only live up the street in Cibolo. um, Train tracks, all this stuff I have to take into consideration. So the best way as a new driver, teen driver, to keep you from being distracted, anxious, speeding, making poor decisions. Not saying that you will, but you're rushing to get to football practice. You don't want to get in trouble. The night before, you should already have everything mapped out, everything ready, bags ready. I'm pretty sure I'm not telling you anything new, because your parents are military, prior military. And so there's also this app called Waze, WAZE. It's blue. Definitely download it as a new driver, because what it will allow you to do is you can put your school address in, or if you're going out of town or going to a friend's house or whatever the case may be. For example, I say I need to get to your address by 6:30. It'll tell me what time I should leave based on the traffic that's going on, okay? So in the morning, I'll say I need to leave no later than 6:19, or I'll say, hey, there's traffic, you need to leave at 6:09. So those are the kind of things that can help you. A lot of people are turning around. All right, God, tell me what you want me to do. Well, the positive thing is when the train does move, we're in the front end of this traffic. Do you have football practice?
It's in the afternoon.
Okay. And school doesn't start till what time?
So 8.
8. Okay. Did you already eat breakfast?
Oh yes.
Okay. We'll make sure everything's check, check, check. Good. Great.
Did the train stop for a reason, or it just shut down?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's not normal for it to stop, especially with the base and traffic. So I just pray nobody got hurt, and that's why it had to stop. You can go ahead and place your vehicle in park to give your foot a break. Go. So, I know the train. Your mom said, "Oh, the train." All right. Buses. When we see them in a neighborhood, do you remember how far back you're supposed to be stopping when they have their stop arm extended?
How far?
So,
So you could see their you could see their mirror or something.
well, that's for 18-wheelers, good.
Oh,
For buses, we want to be 20 feet back and 20 feet in front, meaning, let's say that car in front of us is a bus, we want to be 20 feet behind them. And if we're traveling in the other direction in the neighborhood, we want to be 20 feet in front of them. And that's giving plenty of distance for children to be crossing the street, all that stuff. There are definitely ways to go around this. However, if we go around it, everybody else is also going around it, which means there's more traffic in the other way. So school doesn't start until 7:58. So let's pray that. Maya said hi, Lee.
Oh,
What's her name?
that's my sister.
Oh, hi, sister. So it's Judy, Yolanda, and Maya. Boy, I told you, I swear I spoke this into existence because I just said we're going to come back plenty of time. This is a train.
When we got back, will we be driving in the neighborhood?
Yeah, we would have been driving in the neighborhood on base. I just didn't want to drive in the neighborhood on base while it was dark because the base has way too many one-way, do not enter, flight lines, all this kind of stuff. So I had us out here first because I know these streets are hard. All right, go ahead and move forward. We can get forward without sticking down.
Just go ahead forward.
Yeah. Slow down. Stop. Keep going. There you go. See how far down it is.
have a game on Thursday
Mm.
because they moved it.
Did y'all have a game on Friday?
Yeah.
Past Friday? Yeah, Valencia told us. So here's the amazing thing about our roadways. Okay, so this train is stopped here, which means we don't know how far out to the left and to the right it's stopped, which is causing traffic on this road, which will cause traffic on the highway, which is all connected. It's like a domino effect.
Except for the cars going side to side.
Well, it's even going to cause traffic for those cars going side to side because all the cars that need to turn this way, it's blocking. And then all the cars that are coming that need to go this way. So only ones that we see are the ones who are going straight across, like you said. But if they have to turn this way or come in this way, have to turn this way, the line is long for them as well. All right, let me look at the GPS. So it's showing traffic behind us, it's showing traffic on there.
Do we need our lights on anymore? Because it's
Our lights,
day.
my lights are what we call automatic. So once it's daytime, it comes off. But this vehicle has what we call daytime running lights. So we have a set of lights that stay on no matter what. It's called daytime running lights. Good question though. And many newer cars nowadays have that feature where cars, your lights can turn off automatically during daytime and turn on when it's night. All right. Well, if at 7:30 you don't see any change, you and I will switch seats, and I will navigate us onto the base. So this is one of those events that we put in the email that sometimes there's things that we can't control when it comes to your driving lessons. So unfortunately, I'm sorry that you got some time doing the neighborhood, but hey, I to cut off so early with this training. So moving forward, everything that you do now from here on out, we're going to keep it on that side of the train tracks.
Okay.
So, note to self, excellent lesson in patience. Amen. Your mom said an excellent lesson in patience. So from now on, when I have a student who lives on base, most of our students who are Randolph, they live off base, but they go to school on base. So you're my first student besides Valencia, um, who lives on base. And so now I know to keep all the lessons on that side of the train tracks. Let's see. Hey, Mom, do you know if the gate close to the clinic is open? 'Cause I can't tell from here. It looks like it is. All right, we're going to switch seats so I can navigate us around. For me to drive, and for you, you stay in your seat. So I have to walk you from this view. I just got to walk you around for your safety. Hold on, let's see what Mom's got to say. She said it's open, not sure if you heard me. Oh yeah, I can't hear you when he's driving. I can only see your text because I don't have you in the camera, in the video, just so it doesn't distract the driver seat. Okay, so we're about to switch seats so I can navigate us around this traffic, okay?
I just go to the other one.
Hold on. Once we get to the, oh man, it's crowded on the other side.
On the way programs?
I saw it, the traffic already. So basically, the direction I'm taking you is going to take us under the train. Because it looks like it stopped back pretty far. We're either going to go under the train or over the train, depending on the direction we decide to go. Anticipating what other people are going to do, not never assuming. Remember that sign, 12-3, what that means?
Yeah.
That's clearance, good. Doesn't know how high a vehicle can be to go underneath a bridge or overhead path. So again, on roads like this, where you don't have lane markings to show what lane you're supposed to be in, you always stay to the right. The yellow 15 miles per hour going around this curve. Remember, yellow is a warning, is a suggested speed. It is saying we suggest you go 15 because of the sharpness of it. However, if you were to continue to go the speed limit, you wouldn't get a ticket. But we teach our students that if it says just to go 15, it's adjusting it for a reason. If you're ever on a hill like this, if you can move up enough to get it to a little bit top of the hill, that's good. If not, once you're ready to turn, you make sure push on that gas, because if not, you're going to roll back just a little, depending on the vehicle. Let's do that so your parents can see you, not me. All right, now we are back on the other side of the train. Did I tell you make sure you have sunglasses when you're driving? It's just easier than having to deal with this. Turned into the left lane, into the right lane. The car next to me.
Will I do another day?
For this. If we can, it wouldn't be a whole day because we can't. We can give you another day, and the same thing could happen, or an accident can stop it. These are one of those things where we can't really control it. If it was something like on our end, like if I were late 20 minutes, then we would definitely give you 20 minutes. You got some drive in, and once we get into the base, we're gonna switch back so you can get some more drive in. Yeah. So you said school starts at 7:58.
It starts at 8. I
At
just
8,
want to.
be there like that. Yeah. So we have time to get you more drive in. depending on how long it takes to get on the base. Which, like the train is moving. Can you hit that red button? No, where there's, yeah, notification, and click the notification. Nope, go back. X, notification. Click the notification and read what it says.
I'm on my way back to work. Good job.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Just one.
I did just in case they want yours too. They should have. Good morning.
Good morning. I like that.
Me too. Now we can switch.
Mine's just driving to school.
Yeah, because yeah, it's 7:40 now, so you can actually. It doesn't look like there's heavy traffic, so I'm gonna have you. How long is the line normally at school? Is there ever a line? Yeah. No. Okay. So we'll get you to school, and then whatever time is left over before school actually starts, we can actually mix it up and just we can do practice parking or shoot, we won't be able to do that because it's already crowded. Let me see once we get over there. All right, can we reverse? I got you. I'm gonna talk you through it.
Oh, right here.
All right, go ahead and start backing up slowly in both ways. Turn your wheel to the left. More behind you and stop. And right. Don't take your foot off the brake yet. Turn your wheel all the way to the right. There you go. That way it avoids all the cars that are parked. All right. Be prepared to use your visor. It's the sun. Only takes 1 second for it to hit you the wrong way.
First corner.
Go ahead and go. Give some gas. Go. Good. Turn to the right turn signal.
And do I?
Yep. Go ahead and go.
Oh. Oh.
Yep. Good. If it was flashing red, then it would have made you stop.
Oh.
All right. Good. I like how you turned onto that road with no hesitation, meaning you stopped, you looked, you did the timing of the vehicles, and you turned. See how it was so important for us to practice you turning. You didn't turn wide at all. All right, we're back on the road. Let's go on the traffic out there. There's the traffic. Have you ever been on this road that kept straight past the school?
That keeps. Oh yeah. Yes.
Well, you can do that
Goes.
straight
Goes.
if you want to, because you still have time if you want. You know, technically it's only 15 minutes, but it's up to you. Or we can practice parking back here. It's up to you. How do you do what I say?
So you said we're just gonna drive down here.
You have a choice. You can keep going straight if you want to use the rest of the minutes to do that, or we can turn into the parking lot and go over there where there's no cars to practice reverse parking and forward parking to make up for the time that you lost.
Oh.
But it's up to you where you can get dropped off. So which one?
Um. I don't. I. Well, I have to go to arts.
Okay.
That's on the other side.
Yep, that's no problem. You said it's on the other side?
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
that side. I don't know if we can
Get,
park over there. I
okay.
think I can.
Get dropped off?
Yeah, like
Okay.
park and then
Switch? Yeah,
yeah.
that's no problem.
Right there.
You decide, make sure you use the signal.
Okay. And then we can just
Are we going over there or
or
over
just
here?
park here.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I can.
That's fine, because I'm going to be moving it anyway. Good. Just don't forget when you park, you always have to signal.
Oh, I have to.
Yep. All right. Now, where are you going? So I know where you're walking.
Oh, that way.
Okay. All right. Everything's good, Grandma. Judy is Grandma, right?
Yes.
All right. Everything's good, Grandma. We're logging out. He's made it to school safely.